Hello, my dear folks. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow on East West Show with G&E TV. You all recall that 7-something months ago, there was a big talk almost everywhere about the missing Malaysian airplane MH-370.
Yes.
Right? Maria Hotel 320.
370.
370. Oh, 370. Since the missing of the airplane, the whole world seems to have put lots of efforts in first rescuing, if possible, then later the discovery about the debris, if possible, almost over every water on the globe, especially the Pacific side, except the Atlantic. Anyway, now we hear lots of people, and they are withdrawing, and China withdrew, and the United States, so did anybody, including Australia, the search for the aircraft. So, did it really land in water, or could it be elsewhere? I keep thinking about it, and I kept all the 7 months until I recently checked with Bill Young, my good friend. There's a new concept, new perspective to look at it. So today I have invited him to come over here 7-something months after the incident to see from a technical point of view, from a technological point of view, to find out where this plane could be. So my friend Bill Young has a huge background. He almost devoted majority part of his life in aircraft technology. And he has been and still is the senior engineer of Douglas Aircraft. And his senior consultant still remains that position of Douglas Aircraft. So Bill, welcome to my show.
Thank you.
All right. Since last night, I've been once again hoping there might be survivors of the plane. And once again, I would like to make it clear to my audience that I'm not the conspiracy kind of people. I'm talking about, we're so kind, our heart is so soft, so tender. We still hope, could that be some miracles? Could that be chances the aircraft did not land in water, but elsewhere on Earth, on solid ground? So what's your take? Once again, what's your take?
Well, I've looked over a bunch of the news articles and stuff I could find last night on the internet, trying to figure out where could that airplane be. Because like Jack, I hate to think about the airplane just disappearing. Because with what I know about airplanes, I was field rep for Douglas Aircraft and Boeing for a while. The airplane has radio beacons on board that when they get wet, put out a signal that's being heard around the world. We have not heard those, so the aircraft's not wet. Now, where did it go?
Wait a minute. You're saying that these signals, once wet, can be heard all around the world?
They're low frequency, similar to they use to communicate with submarines and ships. So that the signal is a low enough frequency it will travel almost like the emergency frequency on the shipboard.
So
the signal will travel thousands of miles.
So it is strong enough that to travel the signal. It travels thousands of miles. The kind of signals.
It's frequencies, not the power. It's not, the beacons are not very big. They're maybe 3 foot long. You get the bottom end gets wet and they go off. They start transmitting.
It wouldn't go off if it is not wet.
Right. That's the trigger that sets it off.
I see. That's your major concern. That's why it leads to your major concern the airplane has never been wet.
Right, that's my feeling anyway.
Oh, I see, I see.
Now the pingers that people keep hearing, there's one attached to the front of the flight recorder and one attached to the front of the voice recorder. Those two black boxes, which are actually orange, could be pulled out of the airplane and dumped anywhere in the world. So you could falsify an area just by dumping them in the water.
All right, your second point is that the black boxes.
They call them black boxes. They're actually Dayglow orange.
Orange boxes. Call them orange boxes.
Call them black boxes. That's what
It can be taken from the airport.
Airplane.
And from the airplane, and can be dumped anywhere if they want.
Right.
Including water.
Right.
Right.
If they get wet, they go off. The pingers go off.
All right.
Ping, ping, ping.
Once it did get wet, it go off.
Yes.
Okay. What is the devices you said previously? Once it's wet.
Those are beacons. Those are what are called locator beacons.
Locator beacons.
Right. There's 2 in each life raft, 1 spare in the airplane. So for an airplane size of the airplane that went down, there's probably 5 or 7 of them. And if any of them get wet, in other words, they're in the overhead.
I see.
Normally, and there's devices keep them held up there. But they're in the overhead. But the beacons are close enough to the side that they're not going to get covered. So if they get wet, if the airplane gets wet, the beacons go off.
I see.
And they're low enough frequency, they travel through the water very fast.
So could that be a possibility that the locator beacon kept in a sealed box or a sealed environment or compartment?
They're not sealed, they're just a box.
Not sealed.
No, it's not.
That is waterproof.
No, it's not waterproof at all.
At all. Oh yeah. The concept is to signal when once get wet.
Right.
So there's no point to make it airtight.
Right.
To make it sealed.
Right.
It must get the contact in water.
It floats about half out of the water, half in the water.
I see. Half and half.
Half and half.
All the time?
That's how it's designed.
All the time.
Yes. The original concept was submarines in World War II. They had beacons on them that when they went down, the beacons would release and they could find the sub. And a lot of lives were saved that way.
In which part of the body of the aircraft are these locators located?
They're in the main cabin in the overhead. They're basically little boxes that you pull down, and you pull the raft out, throw it over the side, it inflates, and you got place for 50 people.
I see.
Actually, you probably get 72, I think.
Could that be a possibility that either the aircraft hit something in a compact?
Well, you might damage one.
In the impact.
You might
moment.
damage one, but you're not going to damage any more than one.
I see. You're talking about one impact, right?
An impact crash, it's going to destroy the airplane, yes.
I see.
But not the beacons. The beacons are designed to take almost 9 Gs where they hit.
I see. 9 G is a lot. 9 G is a lot. Yeah, I know that. So, in other words, it's durable enough, strong enough to stand almost any kind of impact.
Right.
And once it really touches water, it goes with water contact.
The water connects the circuit.
I see.
Which starts it.
Well, so today, once again, we're talking about the miracles of the missing Malaysian aircraft, flight number MH-370.
Correct.
That went missing last March, I believe on the 8th, right? On the 8th. Since then, the whole world is paying lots of attention to it. First, we worried about the passengers, hoping survivors to show up. Later, the hope subdued, and then it came to a point of searching the body or the debris if breaking up anywhere in water. We'll try the South Asian Sea and later move to Australian Sea.
Well, basically, it's the South Indian Ocean is where they're looking.
All right, South Indian Ocean.
Yes.
South Indian Ocean, right?
In fact, there's several bits of information available out there. The biggest one is the amount of fuel that was on the airplane.
Yeah.
Which gives you the range of the aircraft.
Sure, sure. Let's take a short moment out. When we come back, we'll find out. It is not in water. Where could it be? So today with me is my good friend, Mr. Bill Young. He is a chief engineer of Douglas Aircraft, and also he remains a senior consultant of that company. And he was once involved with the Boeing for some time, quite some time. He is the one that knows the aircraft from head to toe. We can say that. So technically, he is picking up the technical point to indicate could the plane be in water or not. So if not in water, where could it be? That's the next question. But right now we'll focus on one point, that is not in water. So stay with us. We'll be right back.